to step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Tonight, the final dress rehearsal, week 3 of the preseason. And we got a good matchup on tap, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the defending NFC champs, the Philadelphia Eagles. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit, CD, at week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right?
Certainly. This is the dress rehearsal. This is the one where your starters are going to play. You might even game plan a little bit more than you do with a normal preseason game, and then you've got to decide, do you bring them back after halftime and get them going again in the third quarter so they're ready to go when the regular season begins? I'm eager to see how these coaches will handle that.
Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here come the Eagles, the defending NFC champs, led out by a man who was the runner-up to Patrick Mahomes at MVP balloting a season ago. Of course, that's Jalen Hurts.
And we already knew that Hurts was a good quarterback. But last year, he moved to elite status. Under his guidance, the Eagles returned to the Super Bowl and nearly won it. And he's also one of the league's most dangerous players, thrown for 38 touchdowns his last 2 seasons and run for another 23.
They go with a former Lion. It's DeAndre Swift. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game. I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down. So the completion there, and CD, as we know, trying to defend against an NFL quarterback, that's one thing. Trying to defend against a mobile NFL quarterback, that's quite another. What's the plan here defensively?
Well, the pass rush has to still try and get to him, especially the guys on the edge, but they're going to go maybe a count slower, right? They want to make sure they don't get too far upfield where he steps up and takes off through a lane. The same is true for those interior guys as well. So you've got to change it up with him. Try and keep him hemmed into the pocket, and occasionally you throw a spy on it. A fast linebacker or one of your extra defensive backs who can dance with him a little bit if he takes off and runs.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
So here come the Colts to take over for the first time, and leading the way is the number 4 pick in the draft out of Florida. Here's Anthony Richardson.
The moment Anthony Richardson's name was announced as the 4th pick in the 2023 draft, it changed the landscape and probably our viewing habits with the NFL. He is must-see viewing. Tremendous athlete, not a lot of experience, but the ceiling as high as it possibly can be.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now a guy who grew up just south of here across the river, Jonathan Taylor. He'll get this to about the 38.
But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Well, Charles, we're going to look here at the Colts 2023 draft class. Contributors up and down to 11 selections. But, of course, it's really going to be remembered for that name at the top, the new face of their team.
Anthony Richardson, he continues the trend of dual-threat quarterbacks expected to take over the league. And he might be the next level. What an athlete. And how about the rest of the mix? Great value with cornerbacks like Julius Brents, wide receivers like Josh Downs. They should see the field plenty as rookies.
That will go yards and a first down on the keeper. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels and picking up some nice yardage.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's the 2nd and 8. Up the middle, here's Taylor. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this day, has got to be priority 1.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And that is incomplete.
When those extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Richardson on 4th down. And he'll find Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts first down by a couple of yards, it would appear, as they're able to convert on 4th and 5. Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game plan for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game plan for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 8. On the counter, it's Taylor. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not
How y'all doing?
to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards on clock dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. That's caught by his tight end, Kylen Granson. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They go play action with Richardson. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work for the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Richardson to throw off play action. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start. It's not the sharpest of starts.
I would agree with that, but if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The Colts send out their new kicker for 2023, Matt Gay, for the field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And Gay knocks this one through. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away.
What was that?
Hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll start on the ground with Swift. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
There he goes, left side. Down the left sideline. They will finally be taken down, but not before he gets it to the Colts 13. 81 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. The ultimate speedster showing that speed in front of his home crowd. They love that.
Made me stand up on that run because right now all I want to do is wave to the crowd. More noise, more noise. He got rewarded for that one. A big-time monster run.
On first down, Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Arnold. And the Eagles are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Swift. Diving for the end zone. And he is in. Touchdown.
And as a defensive coordinator, you're almost in a no-win situation down here near the goal line. You know how dangerous Jalen Hurts is when he holds on to it. You've got to be prepared to stay with it. So when he hands it off, if you're slow in reacting, this is going to be the result.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And Dallas Flowers going to bring this out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll try and pick it up by running the action to the right. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. They coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go. But when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it second.
Go to your rooms. Yep, both of you. Go to your rooms, both of you.
And they'll go to the air.
I'm not going to have you guys screaming at each other like that.
He's got Granson over the middle. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends.
Both of them, yeah.
That screams jumbo set, running formation
Okay.
to defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
They'll get 3
Oh,
yards.
why is Russell such an asshole, man?
His running ability
all the
has been
fucking
an
time.
extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front. That's prepared for him to try and take off.
From the 29, here's a 2nd and 7. Now Richardson back to throw it. Being chased out left. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Richardson looking to throw this. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. These offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the third quarter, if not all the way through.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the third quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer. But I'll guarantee
come on.
they'll be gone by the start of the fourth quarter.
Now a second down throw for the end zone. That's incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving them a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and it seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Gay's kick is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to
What?
kick it off.
You mad at me? What'd I do?
And the drive will begin at the
I'm not mean.
25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. DeAndre Swift and the Eagles back out there.
Ooh, can I have a cookie?
A short touchdown run last series, 4 carries, good yardage as well. Pretty good all around, really, Charles.
It was, because think of the drive that created all of that, right? The ability to carry the football, the ability to see holes that were created for him, even able to pat the wide receivers on the back and say, thanks, guys, for the help, and finishes it off with that short touchdown run. I can't wait to see what they do in the next drive and the next series.
Yeah, baby.
I want to see how the defense adjusts.
What?
In my room? What? Why can't mommy do it? What do you mean? What's going on with the TV? She can't figure it out.
Pick up there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary.
What?
Quarterback kept it. And while
For
they
what? You're using the wrong remote then. That's probably the remote for the fucking other one. No. That's the remote you need. No, what do you need it for? How do you even hear it? Remotes around here. Okay. This is not the menu you need to be on. Oh my god. No, it isn't. That's the one.
Yeah, that was you pay the other remote for the projector.
Yes. No, the projector's up there if you want it. If you're set up and all that.
Where is it?
It's in the laundry basket.
Thanks.
What? What? I'm in the middle of the game. What do you need?
Get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. They go play action with Hurts. This is caught. It's Brown. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 108 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. A throw right side caught by Keene. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. They will run straight ahead with Swift. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Richardson. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
The throw over the middle taken in. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
I would say it might be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers in the half because they're definitely different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Richardson on 3rd and short. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. Going for it on 4th, Richardson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Finds the open target, Arnold. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 2.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Here's Swift. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Hurts. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense. Now Richardson. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Now Richardson has to get them to the line in a hurry now. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And this is going to be a Colts 1st down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, it hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well. You know, he's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce, 55 yards. And the Colts will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this 1st half. A slim deficit here in a 1-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that's going to bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime. Looks like somebody's ready to begin the regular season, skipping over halftime here in the final game of the preseason. Third quarter, here we go. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. That'll give them 8 that time, and this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Now it's Richardson. And that is incomplete.
Come on.
Right there, looking to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Going for it on 4th. Here's Richardson. And he'll find Pittman. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Off the option, here's Taylor. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there to launch a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. They give to Taylor out of the gun. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Richardson. Able to find his man, Woods. And he is going to have a Colts first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that first down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Richardson now on 2nd down. Touchdown! Jelani Woods. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half. They make their 2nd half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
So the completion good for just 3. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field.
Oh, baby.
He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive
line. How you doing?
But once he made the catch, no
my
arm
warm
and gain any yardage.
Yeah, I got sunburned today.
Hurts.
I was calling.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A pick up of 5 that time and a first down.
Oh, sure.
3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you...
Love you.
How are they lighting up even though you're not on it?
What do you mean I am on it? These are all your scenes.
Can I have it?
Yep.
He was able to do just that.
But first down, Hurts. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing to
I like
trade
it.
with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Wide, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs has it, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So it's a turnover there on the lost fumble, and this third quarter could not really have started worse.
I think that's a great observation because this was a close game at the half. They gave up the touchdown the opening drive. Now they turn over the football. This game, it can get away from pretty quickly if their defense doesn't.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. As we surmise,
That's off.
Charles,
Let's do it yourself.
still out there
No,
for
actually,
this third
no, let's see
quarter.
that.
First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the third quarter.
I'm not sure how that works,
in a
buddy.
regular season game, that's exactly what they wanted to get done.
Hurts throw there, taken in by Smith. Touchdown, Eagles!
You can choose different ones. Festival right here. There's different ones.
So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Yep.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. Into space at the 45 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a
Wow, that's crazy.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. And he was able to run free after the catch.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. And now a stoppage. And looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Coming up on 2nd and 7. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line.
I do want to help you.
Really well on the ground the entire game. That wasn't a huge one. That's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going
What's
on
up?
4th and 5. Now Minshew.
Yeah, I do.
Find a man over the middle. It's Pittman.
My list is really short. Sausage biscuits.
And they say he's just short. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
129 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Hurts. Over the middle, complete. That's Arnold. That's good for 28 yards. One quarter remains here on this Thursday night. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They run with a man from La Tech. It's Boston Scott. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A good pick up there, 7 yards. And it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Play action now. Mariota. And this is caught. Touchdown. Philadelphia. Jordan Keene. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
This is where, as a tight end, you've got to really sell that this is a run. They're going to fake the give, hope the linebackers bite, and here they do just enough. That split second, that's all it takes for that tight end to leak out into the end zone. Touchdown.
Elliott good with a PAT. And will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Indy set to go on offense once more. But the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now.
But leave it on that.
Surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the downs first.
Okay. That's really distracting. But it's okay. Okay.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
It's better. Review.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. This is caught by Malik Turner. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's second down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I think we put together a job description for a middle linebacker. We would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Minshew. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It will be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
On 4th down, Minshew. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. Looking at this situation, if they get a field goal out of this, it helps. But a touchdown would really help into going to secure the victory.
You know what I'm thinking right here? In the West Coast offense, in their parlance, every time they throw the football, they say you're either throwing for a touchdown or a check down. In this case, it's either taking time off the clock or getting that touchdown that really puts you in firm control. I think they'll go either way on this one.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. That's Ward, complete right side. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. To the air again, Mariota. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Grant Calcaterra from 4 yards out. And the Eagles will add to their 4th quarter lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. He's going to look deep for Perriman. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew.
Oh my God.
And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception. But playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
A run for the former Seahawk. It's Rashad Penny. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Boy, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Mariota now. And this is going to be incomplete.
You all right?
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeout.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Eagles touchdown. Rashad Penny, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing it in the...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Casey Hayward. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Under the lights in prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.